We good? Hello, folks. Welcome to the senior night, senior boy volleyball game. And we're seeing a very heavily senior stacked roster here for the Lakers, as you would assume, as our seniors are Bradford, Smith, Robichaux, Nicholson, and Colwell. Shout out to all 5 of them, as this is their last home game ever. The sixth, the odd man out, is going to be Michael Breed on there, grade 9, kind of a vast difference. C by Bradford, up by Robichaux. Smith, up, set there, it's going to be Hubert jumping to grab that. Smith, it's going to be the libero. Lakers are going to get the first point. Very loud here in the gymnasium. Served by Smith. That's up. Set there. That's going to be out of bounds. A lot of familiar Husky faces from basketball season. Here's Smith with a nice serve. Sadly, the net will get in the way. It's going to be number 12, Herbert. Serve, I remember him from basketball. Nice serve there. Herbert's going to serve once again. Set by Smith. Tip over by Robichaux. Dead ball there. 2-3. Lakers taking a lead here as Breed's up to serve. He's going to clear it. Hitting the back line. That's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be right out serving. That's over. One more hit here. It's going to be a dead ball by Colwell. Right out up again to serve. It's over. Breed to hit. Bradford. That last hit's not going to make it over. 5-3 now. Right out's going to serve once again. Nice serve there. It's going to be set there by Clark. That's going to be out. Charlie Gregory's going to swap in for the libero, that being Colwell. Nice hit there, received by, I assume, to be the libero. Who does not seem to be on our list. Young up to serve now. Nice hit. It's up. Set by Robichaux. Charlie Gregory's going to try to tip it over, but it's not going to be successful. It's going to be Young up to serve once again. Nice jump hit. See by the libero. Robichaux going to bring it over. Set there. Jump set by Clark. And a kill there by Han, I want to say. Number 5. Was that number 5? Young serving once again. Up by Bradford. Set by Smith. Bradford with a spike attempt. Recovery by Colwell. Smith's going to bring that up. Gregory going to tap that one over. Bradford with a recovery. Robichaux. Bradford going to volley that one over. Down to attempt there by Hubert, but it's going to be the point of the Lakers. It's up now. There's I don't think I've seen the Lakers do that much. Well, I'm gonna rephrase that actually. Something that I'm seeing the Huskies doing is hitting on the side of the net, so you can try to bounce off the defender and get it out of bounds. Great job by the Lakers there. Reed's gonna check in for the libero. It's up now. Hubert's going to hit that one over. Out of bounds. Hit by Hubert. We're going to bring that right over. Reed's going to jump over and send that one right back. Bradford now. That's over. It's going to be brought up by Tompkins. Libero number 9. Thompson going to check in for a right out. Yeah. Number 3 is the... Hand up to serve now. It's up. Pretty gonna bring that one over. Tough decision, almost. Hand to serve, it's over. Received. Smith setting. Gregor the tip over. Received by Thompson. Hubert gonna spike that one. Timeout called. I'm going to take this time to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information below. Thank you. All right, it's going to be hand serving once again. It's over. C by Bradford. Smith going to set here. Breed going to hit that one. Beautiful block by Breed. Off of Rida. He's definitely maybe senior night, but don't count him out. Speaking of a non-senior, there's Charlie Gregory sending a bullet. He's the secret weapon. Rida gonna trick up the defense instead of going for a hit and accidentally and having the chance to accidentally hit one of the defenders again. He's just gonna tap it over right to the corner. We're gonna see Clark up to serve now. Nice serve. It's gonna make it over. Nicholson, Smith. Nicholson gonna go for a nice little tap there. It's gonna work out. 2 hit there on the attempt to bring it over. Smith sending a very powerful shot. As they're starting to catch up here. We've gone through serving rotation now. Hubert is going to bring it to Clark and lift over, hit over there by Young, and that's going to be their point. Hubert up to serve now. Very powerful hitter from the front, so we'll see what he has to do from all the way back there. That's going to be an ace for Hubert. As he's going to try to go for another one. When he jumps up, you can see that he uses his hand, extra support, just to make sure that the ball is on a good trajectory and a good place to hit it. And then we're going to see Breed up to serve now. Nice serve. Hubert going to dive for that one. It's going to be Smith. Breed going to send that one right up. Smith's going to bring it over. It's going to be received by hand. Set by Clark. Hit over by Tompkins. And a block there. Going to give the Lakers a point. Nice serve once again by Breed. Hit by hand. Tip over. Over the net, I want to say, or... Over touch the net, so that's going to be Hartland with the ball, the Huskies. And more specifically, number 4, right out. Nice, good serve there. Up by Colwell, the libero. Robo should bring it over. Right out, going to volley to front. Clark saying to Tompkins. Tompkins going to send that one right down with a nice little kill. Yeah, ready to serve another one. It's over. See by Colwell. Smith setting. Bradford going to bait the hit and just going to go for a tip over. Colwell going to do a quick push up there. Timeout called. That's going to be the second timeout called, and that one's going to be by Harvey. They're doing pretty good this set. 6 points behind. That's not that bad, but the Hartland Huskies are, from what I've heard, the better team, but it doesn't mean the Lakers aren't playing their heart out. It's in the senior night here. We take this time to thank our corporate sponsors once again. Scott Pierce at Remax Elite. Scott Pierce at Remax Elite Coast. It's a long night. Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty. The Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you're interested, all of our information should be in the contact. All of our contact information should be in the description below. Thank you. Here we go. 6 more points left in this set. If Hartland can go on a little bit of a streak here, it's going to be one of their stronger servers right out here. That one's over. Bradford. Nice tip over there, but they were able to recover. Bradford once again going to send that one all the way to the back. Up by Clark. Tompkins getting in position to bump that one. Bradford. Smith. Bradford looking to hit it. And he's going to. Going to put Hubert right on the ground. Tompkins bring that one over. Smith set by Robichaux. Bradford going to go for another one. That time the block's going to be successful. (2013). Not the year, that's the score. It's going to be right out to serve. It's over. Colwell. Smith setting here like usual. A little bit of a volley over by Nicholson. Bradford sees the opportunity and takes it. Tip right down. We're going to see Charles Gregory check in for the libero. Nice hit there. Ben Nicholson on the serve. Bleebro's going to check in for Michael Breed. He's been having a pretty good night. As Young is going to be able to serve now. 4 points left for the Hartland Huskies. Nice hit there. Good reaction time by Robichaux. Quickly moving out of the way of the ball. As he will be able to serve. There he goes. Hubert. Set there. Amazing hit. (22-15). 21-15. Points actually going to go to the Lakers. As a net touch will be the case. Robichaux going to go for another serve. Wind that hand back. Hubert. Set by amazing defense there. A little bit of trying to mix it up. Their setter also seems to be a really good hitter. That being number 1, Clark. And they will get the point off that. Tompkins up to serve now. It's over. Big attempt by Robichaux, but it's going to hit the ground too soon. Tompkins up to serve now. It's going to be received by Gregory. As it's going to be set point now. Tompkins with the last serve here. If it's successful, and it won't be. Lakers just need to go on a little bit of a winning streak here. Bradford up to serve. And it's going to be out. As the Huskies will take the first set. I'd just take this time to thank everyone helping out with the streams, that being our minor officials. There's 3 of them down there. I can't really see. That's going to be Emma Gibson, Abigail Bentley, and Brianna Dross. All right, I was right. I do have my contacts in, but they're a little weaker than my glasses. So, and everyone helping with the stream. We've taken on 1 new person since the last time, that being Austin Jameson here, and still me and Mr. White up here. This will be our last stream of the year, school year being. And I want to thank every single person who's helped out with the streams. I got a list here, and I'll read them out when I get closer to the end of the game here. But they've been wonderful. All these streams would not be possible if it wasn't for this group of people. Secret weapon is going to be the first person to hit here. The server, Charlie Gregory. As he's up here. And that one's going to go in the net. Commentator's curse. It's going to be a pretty similar lineup. Clark serving here. It's up by Bradford. Smith here. Nice bait there by Nicholson. Smith at the serve. It's over. Nice hit there. Young. That's new. I have not seen them do that. Yeah. That one's going to be out. Hubert up to serve now. Up by Nicholson. Smith. Nicholson going to hit it over. See by Clark. Set by Young. It's going to be Matthew. Smith. Nicholson to volley over. Up by Clark. Young now. Matthew once again. Hit by Bradford. That's going to be a dead ball. Two, three. Huskies lead with Herbert with the serve once again. Good communication skills there. Oh. Hubert? Herbert. Okay. One serve's going to be out. Thompson up to serve now. Received. Great recovery there. Almost a lift up. That's going to be Herbert. That's a dead ball. That was an unfortunate placement for that metal rod. Nicholson up to serve. It's over. Herbert. Clark is going to set that one out of bounds. They're going to have the lead right now. As Nicholson's going to serve. It's going to clear. Nice dive there by the libero. Two hit there. Mason Nicholson up to serve once again. Nice good serve. Received by the libero. Set by Clark. Thompson rather. Robichaud going to send that one to the back. Good recovery. Bump over by Young. It's up. Bradford. But the defense there by the Huskies is going to be too powerful. Smith with a nice set over. Clark to hit over. Smith one more hit here. Robichaud's going to bring it over. Really, that was a really quick hit. Young to hit now. Tied up. We out of bounds, or in the net rather. Robichaud with a nice serve. Push over by Charlie. He'll do it once again. Really playing that net. And that was pretty much all Charlie Gregory there. Robichaud bringing that one over. See by the libero. Tip over. The defender's going to touch that, so it's going to reset the touches there. Charlie trying to keep that one alive. Oh, my. That was a pretty quick ball. Thompson, rather. Bradford to hit. Robichaud ready to correct the serve, and that one's going to be a little bit too powerful. A little bit of an overcorrection there. Tied 8. To be brought over. Campfire ball there. Thompson gonna bring that one over. Robichaud. Setting. Charlie Gregory gonna go for a floater. Herbert gonna send that one out of bounds. 9-9 here. Bradford with a nice serve. That's gonna be in. Bradford up to serve. It's over. Herbert. Clark. Point will go to the Huskies. Clark up to serve now. Or hand, rather. Hahn with a nice serve. Received by Robichaud. Up by Smith. Breed to bring that one over. Herbert's going to send that one right to the middle of the court. Fast and furious. They're going to take the lead by 1 point now as Hand looks to have another successful serve. Up by Charlie Gregory. Reed's going to tap that one over. Young. Bradford with a nice recovery. Smith, one more touch here. Bradford's going to bring it over. Received by Thompson. Nice block there. Tompkins. Charlie Gregory's going to bring that one up. Secret weapon no longer that secret. They're playing him as much as they possibly can. Charlie Gregory up to serve. Nice powerful serve. Set there. Nice block. Smith going to volley that over. Hit over by 2. Mickelson. Smith. Said it's going to be Herbert to hit this one. Block there. Good view by Herbert there. He realized that all the defenders are right up close trying to block, so if I just tip it right over, it'll be a point for us. Clark up to serve now. Colwell's going to swap in for Charlie Gregory. He's going to hit that up. Bradford. Smith. Mickelson. Young moving to get that one in position. Herbert's going to hit that one over. See it by Colwell. It's going to be Smith. Mickelson going to have to tap that one over. It's going to hit a defender, so it's still good. Really trying to keep that one alive, and they're going to. Smith's going to bring that one over right to the back. Herbert going to send that one right down. It's going to be our Clark up to serve now, once again. That's over. Off Bradford into Robichaud. 3-point deficit. Clark up to serve. It's over. Bradford really wants to keep that one alive, and he will. Breed's going to have to bring that one over. It's out of bounds, though. Clark now up to serve. Timeout call by the Lakers. And to this time to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Thank you to our sponsors. We'll be back after the timeout. That serve's going to be over by Clark. Nicholson off the defender. That's why we hit from the sides there. Sometimes that can backfire, though, if it bounces on your side. It's a little bit more risky. Smith with a nice serve. Received by Herbert. Over by Young. Bradford. Smith. It's going to be Nicholson. You're going to hit that one over. Young here. Herbert. Gonna send that one right out of bounds. 13-15. Smith up to serve once again. That's over. Almost in the basketball net. Smith up to serve now. It's over. And out. 14-16. The Huskies leading by 2. And that's over. Will be received by Robichaux. Herbert. Going to be the libero. Smith. Tap over there. Nice chip up. Bree going to send that one right back. (18-14). That's in the net. Breed to serve now. The lone grade 9 on the team. The very powerful serve. Thompson up to serve now. Smith. Young. Tompkins. Matthew, rather. As 20-15 is the points. Thompson up to serve now. On a Tom on the team. See by Breed. Smith up with an up-close set. Breed. Nice powerful hit. Set by Clark. Or hit by Clark, rather. 15-21. Thompson up to serve. Over the line there. Mason up to serve now. Received by Herbert. Matthew. Over by Young. Received by Archer. Alexander. 2 hit there. Libero's going to check in for Michael Breed. Young. Received by Bradford. Alexander. Still going to make it over the net after that block. Bradford going to bring it over. Right to the corner. Show serving now. Herbert. Set there by Clark. Matthew up to serve now. Charlie Gregor going to tip that one over. Going to send that one right up. Bradford. Herbert. A bit of a tap. Colwell. We're going to volley that one right to the back. Received by the Libero. Set there by Clark. A lot of one-handers there. As it's going to be set point. It's over. Received by Colwell. Smith. Over by Robichaux. Herbert going to end this set with a kill. Pretty close set, all things considered. We'll take this time to thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, The Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information below. Thank you.
They're on the cusp, and if they chose to play AA, they had that choice at the beginning of the year. They might be like good enough to hang with the AA teams, but they are competing in single A, and their school is small enough that they have that right.
I think they'll probably win.
I don't even know if they made playoffs. The West is very strong. The West is much stronger. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. They're either third or fourth in the West, which means they just made playoffs or they didn't make playoffs.
Who are the Lakers?
Lakers are second, I believe. Second or third.
So they made it.
Yep, yep. But Sam Michelle went almost undefeated, so I should mention that. All right, and with that, the boys are going to take the court as we've got Nolan Bongarrier checking in and Charlie Gregory currently checking out. Isaiah Caldwell also on the sidelines, but he, in his Libero jersey, will of course be rotating through as the game goes on. For the Huskies on the court, couple of new faces. We've got number 2 Thompson, looks like number 6 Young, and number 11 Mortensen up front. In the back row, it is number 10 Tompkins, number 1 Clark, and number 5 Han. Although it looks like Libero number 9 Ivy may also be standing by. If you're just joining us, Hartland is up 2-0 in this exhibition matchup between two single-A teams, Hartland in the west and Harvey in the south. Kind of tuning up before the regionals this coming Saturday, as these teams may face off in Samuel de Champlain, who is hosting the Southwest Regional Single-A Volleyball. Here's Mason Nicholson sending it over. Nice response from Mortensen. Nicholson again with the set. Archer Smith with the hit, but that's tipped over and saved by the Huskies. Big hit looking cross court. That was number 8 DeMerchant. Sent that a little too far. And so it will be the Lakers who strike first. Here's Archer Smith. And that serve misfired. So 1-1 here in the early going. And it is senior night, so 4 of the 5 Lakers seniors currently on the court in Archer Smith, Mason Nicholson, Ben Bradford, and Alexander Robichaux. Isaiah Caldwell, the 5th senior, will be checking in as the game goes on. Great net front play by Tompkins. And that's really been the main reason for Hartland's dominance. Although looks like point went to the Lakers. Might have missed a call there. So Lakers up by 1. However, Huskies have been able to take the first 2 sets mostly as a result of their very strong net front play. They've been blocking a lot of Lakers hits, and while the Lakers are scrambling to get some of them, unfortunately, they're not consistently scoring points at the front of the net, and that's one of the main reasons the Huskies are up 2-0. Here's number 2, Thompson. Getting ready to serve. Service is up and over. Smith with the set. Ben Bradford's going to look cross court. Saved by Han. Sorry, check that to Merchant. Han is next. Ooh, and Bradford and Bongarrier both went up to block that. Didn't catch the exact infraction. Probably a net touch based on how the net is moving. As Coach Cole giving the boys some sideline advice. Bradford receiving. That shanks off wide into the back, as Isaiah Caldwell is back on the court for Michael Breed. So Lakers trail by 2 now. Service from Thompson again. And that'll hit the net. Stops a little run of a couple points. And it will be Mason Nicholson now. And that'll catch the top of the net, so teams trading misfires here in the early going of this 3rd set. Here's number 11, Mortensen. He's going to send that up and almost over. Not quite, though. Falls just on his side of the net. So it's Nolan Bongarrier, the lone grade 11 student playing tonight. Joe Gregory, also in grade 11. However, he is not playing tonight due to injury. Serve goes high and out of bounds, so It is the Huskies taking over. Here's Tompkins. I believe one of the Huskies' only grade 12 player. And response from Robichaud is out of bounds. That's wide right. As Tompkins will hit another one. Serves for Tom. Ooh, just sneaks it over. Caught the Lakers flat-footed. That got a big chunk of the net. But a lot of power behind that serve from number 10, the grade 12 player Tompkins. Able to push it over and falls just in front of the Lakers defense. Looks to do the same thing twice. Can't catch lightning in a bottle, though. As this time, the net wins. The net will win. And block Tompkins' serve. Bradford. Service is good for the Lakers. Nice work by Hand, punching it over. Robichaud with the hit looking cross court, and that ball's just in bounds. Great spot picked by Robichaud. One of those high hits that fell just where it needed to in the back corner. Huskies didn't even make a move towards it. It's Bradford again looking for more. Team down by 2. Goes up by Clark and big hit by DeMerchant. Again, sailing out of bounds. Got to check the angle on that hit as he's got some power, but really kind of hitting it on that lob angle. This service out of bounds from Bradford. Yeah. Sit closer, that way you can get it. Just so Here's Hand now. That'll catch the top of the net. So team still very close. It is Lakers down by 1, but Robichaud able to tie things up now. Sends it over nicely. Kept alive in the back by Mortensen. Hit from Thompson. Falls out of bounds, so we are indeed tied up. Robichaud should get another. Good hit from Robichaud. Tompkins to Clark. Punched over. Bradford has that. Nice work by Smith, pushing it over. Clark again with the set, and Thompson's going to send it. Here's Archer Smith. Mason Nicholson looking cross-court, kept alive by Hand. DeMerchant again. He's calibrated well as Robichaud in motion. Gets a hand on it, but sends it into the face of Caldwell. Not exactly the angle he was hoping for. So 10-9 now, as Clark looks to extend the lead for the visiting Huskies. There he is. Bradford gets it, and Robichaud can't quite get there in time. So Hartland will extend their lead. Okay, here's Clark again. Sends it just over. Robichaud fielding from the libero position. Mason Nicholson elects to volley over. That's kept alive by Hand. Clark now with the set. Big hit from Thompson. Finds some space along the Lakers' back line. Great placement. As Clark on a little run. Get another point. There's Breed putting it up. Robichaud looks back row, but a little too far this time. And Clark will get to serve again. He scored 3 off his service. Able to put some breathing room between him and the Lakers. That one a little too far. So Archer Smith will get the ball on his hands. Another one of these senior Laker players. Hand to Clark with the set. Thompson elects for the soft touch, but Nolan Bongarrier keeps that alive. Robichaud to Smith to send it over. Here's Clark again. Thompson again looking in that second level. Then Bradford can't quite get there in time. Nice work by Thompson, who's already shown he's not afraid to go out for the big hit, switching it up as well, keeping that defense on their toes. Here's DeMerchant with the serve. Robichaud passing over to Smith. Smith sends it back. Robichaud will volley over. Hand keeps it alive. Clark with the pass. Big hit from Tompkins. Textbook as he goes up, sending it cross court and directly down. Nice vertical from number 10. wearing the black and gold tonight. There's a service from DeMerchant again. Smith sending it back. Nicholson tried to volley it over, had the angle a little wrong. That comes a little low, catches the top of the net. So Huskies pulling away, and with that, coaches Michel Poirier and Derek Bradford are going to call a timeout. We'll take this opportunity to shout out our corporate sponsors. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. This is the final stream of the volleyball season, barring some middle school playoffs, which we're not always clear on the format. May happen here, may not, who knows. But certainly the last regular season game, as the senior boys are going to regionals. That'll be on Saturday. The senior girls are also going to regionals. Senior girls going somewhere in the west, and the senior boys are going to Samuel de Champlain in St. John. However, as we mentioned, we won't be having very many more home streams this season, but we are going to be ready for next season. If you'd like to be a sponsor then, please check the video description for our contact information. Don't hesitate to get in touch. Big thanks to our minor officials as well this evening. Emma Gibson, Brianna Drost, and Abigail Bentley working that minor officiating table. And it is Kevin Sheffers-Roy up here in the booth with me. We're very much a skeleton crew today. Kevin is currently working the camera and scoreboard, and he and I will kind of rotate through as the game goes on. Back in play. We'll see if Poirier's gambit was able to ice the server. And it does not pay immediate dividends, as DeMerchant will score his third consecutive point off of his service. He goes for another one. Nicholson pushes that to the back row, so there's another point from DeMerchant. And tough break for the Lakers as this gap gets even bigger at just the worst time. It's Bradford putting it up. Nolan Bongurier is going to send that over, but that'll be out of bounds. So DeMerchant on a great run. As Cola's going to check in for Ben Bradford, libero position, and referee will whistle the ball into play. Here comes Robichaud with the pass. Smith is going to set that up. Mason Nicholson, big hit. Nice placement from Mason Nicholson. Yet another senior player on this roster. Just what you need, one of those veteran moves when pressure starts getting on. Good hit to the back row, right past the defenders. Fell in nicely. Here's Michael Breed looking to start a run of his own. Put up by Clark. Tompkins going to bump that over. Bongurier with the pass, and that's guilty of a double hit. Tough break for the Lakers, as that will send the Huskies to 20 points. Not an impossible mountain to climb, but one that keeps getting higher. Lakers put it up. Mason Nicholson, nice move by Nicholson. Wound up for a big hit. Blockers went up high, and instead of the last minute elected just for the soft touch to punch it over. So keeping his Lakers alive here and with an opportunity to close the gap even more. Nice service by Nicholson, fielded by Ivy the libero. Tompkins electing for a soft touch of his own. Puts it out of bounds though. So Lakers will get the point and maintain service. Nicholson again, nice serve. Tompkins fielding. Clark's going to put that up. Big hit by number 5, Hahn, in between the Hartland blockers and the net. So great work from Bradford. Here's Nolan Bongurier, fielded by Ivy to Clark. And again with the block, Lakers showing a bit of moxie at the front of the net. This is exactly what they need. Here's Bongurier now. Nice service from Nolan Bongurier, the grade 11 student. And that's sent over by Hahn again. Another good net front play from one of the tallest players currently on the court for either side, number 5 in black and gold. Tompkins now had a nice little run earlier in this set. Mason Nicholson with the pass. Ben Bradford keeps that in. Archer Smith, nice work by Smith. Sent that directly over to the sideline. Found a great hole. Good placement from the veteran setter. And now here's Ben Bradford. Sending that over. Ivy keeps it alive. Hand putting it up. Clark with the pass over. Mason Nicholson's there one-handed. Nolan Bongarrier sends it to the front of the net. Archer Smith sending it over. Good work by Ivy, the libero. Keeping it alive. Nicholson got a hand on it, but that's no good. And who else but Hahn? As almost, nope, not a timeout call, just out of bounds. So here's Hahn, his team 2 away from victory in the third set and victory overall. As that is misfired. Falls on his own side. So we got Robichaud now. Needs a big run to keep the Lakers in this. DeMerchant up to Clark. Nice work by Robichaud, keeping it alive again in the back row. Mason Nicholson hit it a little too hard. And now it is set points for the Huskies. Here's Clark. Sends it over. Robichaud has it. Archer Smith. Nice work by Smith. Tompkins. Good play to keep it alive on the Huskies side now. Just a soft volley over. Here's Smith setting it up for Nicholson. Nicholson elects for the safe volley. Hit by DeMerchant, but Robichaud is there. Archer Smith now. Nicholson looking cross court. Doesn't quite find it. DeMerchant sends it up high. Nice work by Clark, but it goes out of bounds. What? Oh, no, I am mistaken. I guess that fell in bounds. My mistake. And really tough break for the Lakers there just when they were getting some momentum. They lose set 3 again by a score of 17-25. And that's been pretty much the end result all night. So, some tough luck for the Lakers there. And we'll take this break to shout out our corporate sponsors. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at Remaxed East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information. Big thanks as well to the minor officials tonight, Emma Gibson, Abby Bentley, and Brianna Drost. Big thanks to the referee. We don't have her name, but she's been working hard ever since the middle school boys game earlier this afternoon. And as we're waiting for the fourth set, we will take a quick break and come back at you when the boys are on the court. Are you able to do like left-hand camera, right-hand mouse?
The mouse was having issues.
Oh, okay.
It's not moving.
Yeah. The battery might be dying, but
Yes,
you can't do. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. It
I
is a
turned
bit
off
easier.
the serving one and forced, and I kind of focus on camera more.
Okay. Yep.
I thought that's easier.
Yep. You can take off the set point. So you see the little eye. If you just click on the little eye, that'll hide it again. Yeah.
I used OBS at lunch when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
I use recording software that I built my computer now.
So you have different softwares that you prefer. Yeah.
I used to just like record with OBS, but I use this instead of like recording, I can hit a button and it'll record the last 15 minutes of what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
Instead, so I just like record and something, and then I can just like go back and clip it. So I haven't set up everything.
Alright, I'm guessing at the end of the game we're going to do a little ceremony for the seniors, so let's make sure we catch that.
Are we gonna have audio? Is that?
The room audio doesn't, like, multiple microphones, it just doesn't really work like this.
We can shut
So
off that
I'm just
microphone
gonna,
and then.
I'm just gonna take this. You can hear decently well. They got a microphone for down there as well, or they should have.
If they were using a wireless mic, then would they be able to run it to the stream? But I don't think.
No, I think they're just using like a mic cable and XLR down there.
Are they gonna want us to set up technology for graduation?
Yep, they they're gonna want us to stream graduation.
And like microphone stuff as well as too.
Possibly, I'm not sure. Yeah. Last time what we did is there were 2 mics at the podium. One that was like the live audio, and the other one fed into our stream. This year, because we didn't have anyone up here in the skybox, but we might do that. We might do it differently this year. We'll see how many people are available and what equipment we have. And
I'm still not sure if we need Tim Ashton
Yep.
are going to be available. But
Yep.
hopefully we are.
And that's fine. Yeah. If you're not, that's okay. We'll be off of my computer. It'll be a much simpler broadcast. Probably just one camera, one audio source. If you are, then maybe we'll.
Sometimes it's better.
Yeah, could be. We did have 3 cameras last time. All right, I'm gonna come back. All right, so here we are back again for the 4th set here in the David McMullen Gymnasium, the home of the Lakers. Currently being invaded by the Huskies, though, who have taken the first 3 sets, all by identical scores of 25-17. So Lakers Seniors Night not going exactly the way the boys had planned, although, of course, there are still 2 sets to play. Coach Jay Cole, actually, I've got coaches Jay Cole and B. Dickinson of the Huskies. Not sure which one is which. Only one coach here today for the Huskies. Both coaches, Bradford and Poirier, are here. For the Lakers, as things get started on the right foot for the Huskies, they take an early 1-0 lead off of the misfired serve from the home side. Here's Clark now. Had a nice little run in the 3rd set. Robichaud will put that up. Bradford over to Archer Smith. Nice work by Archer Smith. Sent that over a little quicker, I think, than the Huskies were planning on it. And kind of threaded the needle along the back line there. Here's Smith with a nice service now. Ivy from the libero position. Clark up over to number 4, right out. And he punches that through the blocker. And that goes off out of bounds off of a Harvey hand. And here's Herbert now. Mason Nicholson keeping it alive. Nice work. Feathers the netting. And yes, I think that will be out of bounds. Didn't actually touch the backboard, but it did pretty clearly feather the netting of the basketball net up there. So tough break for the Lakers. Good work by Nicholson keeping it alive, but when those serves come that quickly, sometimes it's hard to direct them in the way you need to. Great work by Caldwell and Robichaud sending it over. Caldwell wearing his green and gold jersey, which means we will not see any changes in personnel with a libero. Caldwell will be able to hit in the front row. Bradford will send that over. His team trails by 1 here in the early going. Merrithew looks to put it over. Great work by Breeden Robichaud at the front of the net. And on the 3rd hit, Mortensen can't quite get that over. So Lakers making their presence felt at the front of the net as Bradford will serve again. Merrithew keeping it alive to Clark. Back to Merrithew. Nice work by number 14 in black and gold. Saw the block coming up, elected for the gentle pushover. Got it just over those blocking hands of the Lakers and fell well in front of any second-line defenders. Right out now with the service. Bradford passing over to Caldwell. Robichaud's looking back row, but right out is there. Clark sends it up. Here's Merrithew on the 3rd hit, opting to volley over. Ben Bradford again in the back row on that 1st hit. Caldwell looking to hit over, but Herbert keeps that alive. Big hit, but Archer Smith keeps that alive. Direct response from Smith, but unfortunately directs it out of bounds. So it is the Huskies who score the point. Here's Rideout with another serve. Rideout sends it over. Bradford to Archer Smith. Michael Breed will send it. Herbert's there. And Merrithew again. Isaiah Caldwell in the front row now. Archer Smith with the back set, and Robichaud looking back row. Here's Rideout. And there's a whistle there. Double hit by the Huskies. It's Caldwell sending it over. And that's just out of bounds. Ivy trying to get there in time in his libero jersey. Couldn't quite make it. So we have Caldwell again. It's another thing he can't do in his libero jersey is serve, so changing it up gives him a few more options on Coach Bradford and Poirier's squad. Here's Mortensen, his team up by 1, looks to extend the lead. Nice service, but Bradford is there. Archer Smith will set it up. Robichaud goes up high looking cross court, but again, Mortensen is there. Good hit up at the front by Thompson. Switching it up from the soft touches. He's able to do both, which of course keeps the Lakers' defenses on their toes. It's Mortensen again. And that will go out of bounds. So Alexander Robichaud will take over. Robichaud up and over. Herbert over to Clark. Thompson will push it, but there is a net touch there on the block from Michael Breed. It rolled out of bounds anyways, so Lakers didn't really lose a point. Merrithew is going to send that up and over. Nicholson to Smith. And right in the front of the net, that's Brady Herbert. He was an NBIAA All-Star in basketball this season, competing at the AA level. And Hartland being a single-A school, that is pretty impressive. And looks to be a pretty good volleyball player as well, as his team now has a 4-point lead. Merrithew with a couple of points off these serves, looks to make it a couple more. Robichaud with the pass. Archer Smith. Nice work by Smith, but Ivy was there. Good heads-up play from the libero in gray. Robichaud keeping it alive and sends it over. Here's Clark. Herbert with the pass. Clark now with the cross-court hit, but Robichaud's there. Smith puts it up. Michael Breed, the rookie, looking to send it over. Couldn't quite clear the defenders. And so Hartland will again get another point, and they're starting to pull away here in the midway point of this set. Smith sending it over. Pinballing around, and little campfire ball there for the Lakers. Ball came down between a few players. Merrithew gets another serve, and that will be an ace. Sent it straight between Robichaud and Caldwell. Boys running into a little communication issue. Maybe they should speak French. They spend lots of their day speaking French and only French, so maybe they should try speaking French on the court to up their communication. As timeout called by Coach Michel Poirier and Derek Bradford. Both francophones, maybe they'll do the timeout in French. As our timeout will be in English, as we thank our corporate sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, and RSEI Consultants Limited. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for next season, please check out the video description for our contact information and don't hesitate to get in touch. Big thanks as well to folks working behind the scenes. We got Emma Gibson, Brianna Drost, and Abigail Bentley down there at the minor officiating table. Big thanks to our referee for this evening. We didn't catch her name, but she's been doing great work through, this will be her 8th set of the night. Thanks to Coach Jay Cole and B. Dickinson. Not sure which one is here for the Huskies, but thanks to both of them for getting the boys ready to play. And thanks as well to Derek Bradford and Michel Poirier, who have been working hard with the Lakers all season long. Very demanding, very tough job, but very rewarding job as well, coaching. So big thanks to all those coaches volunteering tons of their time and effort to help make high school sports possible. Here are the Huskies with the ball. Clark puts it up. Herbert with the soft touch. Nice work by Archer Smith blocking that at the front of the net. Clark looking cross court, but again, Smith is there. Nicholson puts it up. Smith with the volley over. Herbert has it, though. Clark puts it up. Herbert with the big hit this time, but Caldwell made contact, but sent it just a little too high. Tough break, so coming out of the timeout, it is the Huskies who strike first, maintaining their momentum. Falls just in front of Robichaud. Caught him a little flat-footed there as the Huskies extend their lead to 10 points. Showing some fatigue here maybe on the Lakers side, as a very short bench for the Lakers tonight compared with 11 dressed players for the Huskies. Herbert sends it over. Bradford up for Smith. Michael Breed puts it up over the defenders, but Merrithew is there. Oh, Smith, deceptive play on the second hit. Nice work, and Huskies will not be able to send it over on the third, as we have a couple of substitutions now. Looks like we're going to have Charlie Gregory relieving Michael Breed on the Lakers side. For the Huskies, it will be DeMerchant checking in for Brady Herbert. As teams, obviously, you're playing to win and you want to put your best showing, but these teams also with an eye towards regionals this weekend want to keep your best players somewhat fresh for that. Don't risk an injury if you don't have to. Great play by Ivy, keeping that alive. One-handed. The teammate actually did get the second hit. It was the third hit that misfired. Tough break, but a beautiful dig from number 9 in the gray jersey. Here's Charlie Gregory looking to eat into some of this Husky lead. And that falls just in bounds. Nice placement by Thompson. He's been a deceptive hitter all night long. Switching things up as he will go back to serve now. Comes a service from Thompson. Robichaud is there. Smith will set it up behind him for Mason Nicholson, but didn't catch Merrithew sleeping. Nice block in the front of the net by Ben Bradford. Husky still awake. Robichaud got under it, but not quite high enough for that second hit to be of any value. So Lakers down big here in the fourth set. Here's Thompson now. Sends it up and over. Robichaud is there. Smith with the set. And Nicholson volleying back corner. Tried to catch Mortensen on his back foot. Almost did. DeMerchant sends that one over to Robichaud. Smith. Bradford with a big hit. Nice work by Ben Bradford. An NBIAA All-Star in basketball of his own right. In the single A division this past season. And with a nice hit there. Here's Mason Nicholson. Trying to eat into this lead. Ivy over to Clark, sends that back. Ivy volleys it over, but it's prime position for the Lakers. Caldwell winding up for the big hit. Kept alive. Oh, Mason Nicholson sends it over one-handed, but can't quite get there. That kind of pinballed off Alexander Robichaud's chest or possibly face. He seems okay, though, so maybe it was more the chest area. But either way, it is a Huskies point. Here's Clark. Big jump serve. Charlie Gregory keeps that alive, evading the ceiling, and Ben Bradford forces it over. Huskies keep it alive, though. Great work by the black and gold. Charlie Gregory from the back row. Over to Isaiah Caldwell with the big hit. Ivy got a hand on it, but sent it into the scorer's table. As Brianna Drost is going to change things over. Lakers into double digits now. As Archer Smith is on the serve. Here's Ivy. Clark will send that over, and out of bounds. Nice work by Charlie Gregory. Pulling up at just the right moment. Has a good eye for that kind of thing. He's been training his eye with lots of brain teasers lately, so glad to see that work is paying off for Charlie Gregory. Mortensen almost sent it over, but the third hit is no good. So Lakers getting a bit of momentum here. Trying to eat into what was once a 10-point lead. Archer Smith. And a little too much mustard. That will go out of bounds. Lakers just can't seem to get any momentum going past 2-3 points. And that big run of service from Merrithew has been a difference maker for the Huskies. Lakers still with some life in them, though. Just like a team that's down 3-1 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. They're not quite out of it yet. Don't count them out. Oh, whistle. We've premature sub as substitution hadn't quite been completed before Ben Bradford's serve got off, so he'll serve again. Michael Breed is checking in at the front of the net for Charlie Gregory. Sends that over nicely. Almost an ace. Put it well in front of Ivy. Nice work by the libero to dive and try to get hands on it. Just couldn't get under it in time. So kind of paid off that little misfire for the Lakers. Great work by Michael Breed, front of the net, and the substitution pays off as well. Caldwell to Breed to Caldwell, still alive. Great work by the Lakers as they reset. Merrithew looking back row. There's Bradford. Robichaud putting it up. Michael Breed sends that over. Ivy diving to keep it alive. Caldwell sends it, and that falls just in bounds. Great work by the Lakers. Momentum just when they need it. And here's Ben Bradford. Capable of going on a run, looking for his third point now. Service falls quite nicely, cleanly within the red lines. So there's an ace. As we're going to get number 2 Thompson into the back row. Libero's going to get a bit of rest. Merrithew will send that up. They field the serve from Bradford. Back to Merrithew for a cross-court hit, but Bradford's there. Smith will send that up for Isaiah Caldwell. Finds DeMerchant with his feet frozen as he sends that under the net. And with that, Lakers have stormed back from down 10. They've cut the lead to 3, and we've got a timeout called by the Huskies. Great work by the Lakers there as momentum just starting to go their way. And hard to say exactly what the cause is. I don't know if we're going to be able to isolate it to any single factor, but there's some smart coaching decisions there from Poirier to send the taller Michael Breed into the front row, able to get some blocks there. And Lakers have been having trouble at the front of the net, but this set, and especially on these last few rallies, they've been doing much better there, catching some of the Huskies flat-footed, putting balls in front of them, and Huskies maybe in this fourth set getting a little lazy, leaning out instead of moving their feet and trying to get under the ball. So whatever it is, we'll hope the Lakers can keep it up on this senior night. As the green and gold come back out to take the court here on seniors night. 17-20, they trail by 3. Ben Bradford having a nice little run here of at least 4 points. And we'll see if the Huskies were able to freeze them. And ooh, looks like they were, so a judicious use of the timeout by Coach Cole. Of course, that's not the only reason you call it timeout. You shouldn't judge the success of that based on just the serve that follows it. But still, good start for the Huskies. Nicholson with the direct response, and that goes out of bounds. So, yeah, with 2 consecutive point serves, it does seem, or scored rather, it does seem like the Huskies are coming out reinvigorated. Here's Rideout. Puts the ball up and over. Bradford is there. Smith with the set, and Isaiah Caldwell getting vertical. Again, though, just out of bounds. Tough break as Lakers having trouble finding the inside of those red lines at exactly the wrong time. Penultimate point here, if you're Kevin Sheffer-Soroy. Little trademark phrase, and hopefully not, although double hit by the Lakers will put this into set point, and how fitting would it be? Lakers at 17 yet again. We'll see if they can get a personal best for the evening. Bradford keeping it alive, and that will go out of bounds. So yet again, that's not a typo. That's not a typo, folks. Harvey drops the fourth set by a score of 17-25. Teams will switch sides now, and I believe we will be playing a 5th set to 15. Although we'll see, just kind of determining who's going to be on what side. As I think they're going to stay on these sides for now and then switch at 8 points. We'll see how things are going. We'll take a quick break now and come back to you when the boys are on the court.
All right, here we enter the last set. It may look like the Lakers are not having a good night, but you know what? I think they did better than they expected. The boys walking into this game were like, oh, we're gone. I was walking by to go get the rosters, and Charlie Gregory said, oh, well, we're gone, seeing like their hits and stuff, but
Oh, yeah.
only losing each set by 7 points isn't that bad.
But and they've been right in there for a lot of these sets as well.
It's gonna be Clark starting off here. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, strong service from Clark there. Caught the top of the net. I think the Lakers were expecting that to fall on the Hartland side, but that was not the case.
Yeah, definitely not. Clark with another serve. This one's going to make it completely over. Off Bradford's hands and out of bounds.
Another strong serve, and in that fourth set, it was a really long run of service from number 14, Merrithew, that made the difference in the game. So Lakers looking to avoid going down early in the long run.
I saw that one coming after the first serve. Didn't make it, barely made it over.
Yeah.
A lot of different varying heights for Clark.
Yeah, kind of playing with fire there with that low overhand serve.
It's going to be Clark setting there for DeMerchant. Smith, far set from all the way to the back to Nicholson rather. Check that. Nice hit by Young. And that's going to be a point for the Huskies.
Yeah, I could see why Charlie Gregory and some of the Lakers would have been a bit discouraged seeing Hartland hitting. They're a very strong hitting team. Lots of weapons up and down the court.
Merchant's serve is going to go in the net, though. And we see Robichaud up to serve.
I would be interested to see the ages of this Hartland roster. Is it pretty grade 11, grade 12 heavy, or are these a lot of young players that have time to grow?
Based on their height, I have to imagine mostly grade 11, 12.
Yeah.
Great defense there by the Lakers. Robichaud up to serve once again. Score is 3-3.
Tough break by Robichaud catching the top of the net there.
Right out now up to serve. Nice powerful hit. See by Bradford and then close range. Smith setting here. It's going to be Nicholson to bring it over. Some sets here. It's going to be Clark setting to Young. Young's hit this time is going to go right out of bounds.
Very strong hit, and I should apologize. I may have given our listeners false information earlier. I gave you some false information earlier, Kevin. This Hartland Huskies team did finish first in the West, undefeated. So they are a very strong team. So nice to know that Lakers are hanging with them, because they are playing in the Southwest Regionals. They're going to have to go through the Huskies if they want to make it to Provincials.
How many teams make it to Provincials? Is it 2?
At the senior level, I believe it's the top 2 from regionals go on.
So
yes.
as long as they can be on match with the Huskies, they're looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to be able to hang with them. And they're hanging with them in this set, all tied up.
I want to see Samuel Champlain play the Huskies. That'd be a good game.
I imagine it will be.
Out of bounds. By Von Gear. It's going to be number 14, Matthew, up to serve now. Nolan. Bradford moving out to the front. Smith to set, kind of a reverse of what happened earlier. Von Gear going to send that one right to the stars.
Yeah, those really strong hits, there's not much you can do. Just redirect them and hope.
One more point, and then we'll probably see a little bit of a switch up here on the sides that they're playing on. Now we're up in the green. Caldwell's going to hit that one over by Nicholson. Up by Matthew. Clark setting there for a nice hit by DeMerchant. Caldwell with an aggressive
nice.
bump. And it's going to work out.
Yeah. Caldwell, great work. Normally wears the Libero jersey, but right now in his regular green jersey has a bit more flexibility where he can move on the court. He's really been enjoying playing at the front of the net in these past couple of sets.
doesn't seem to be any set swap. Maybe go to 25 then.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We'll
I guess
see.
no one's in a hurry to go watch the Leafs get swept tonight.
Yeah, that would be their last game, right? The Leafs.
If they lose, they're out. Yep. Yeah, unlike this just meaningless exhibition game in front of us, it's very high-stakes hockey games tonight.
We're gonna see Thompson up to serve now for the Huskies. It's over. Almost an ace there.
Yeah, just in front of Nicholson, and this is where the fatigue really starts to make itself known for the Lakers.
Nicholson holding his wrist there. Looks like he hurt it.
Yeah, tough break as most of those boys have been out there pretty much all night. Seniors night, coaches trying to get the boys as much court time as possible, but it does mean you're gonna need a lot of ice tonight, I think.
Good tap over there by the Huskies. As Thompson may be able to bring this one through. If it's going to 15, then 4 points remaining. If not, then we got still 14 to go. Bradford. It's going to be Smith sitting there. And that's an issue I see with Cole. He's amazing in the back line. When he gets up close, he sometimes still thinks he's all the way in the back and hits it with a little bit too much power. But he's been playing amazing tonight, for sure.
Oh, nice misdirection by Smith there at the front of the net. Again. Archer Smith with some great net front play, both with kind of the misdirection on the set that turns into the hit over, and then the very quick block response, ultimately scoring the point.
Amazing serve by Caldwell there. Clark setting here. The Merchant running for it, and that's going to be out of bounds by him.
Yeah, wearing those Spider-Man shoes. It's got to be helpful.
I don't think his Spidey sense was able to help him there.
No.
Just going to be Clark up here hitting. Maybe 2 points remaining, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll know one way or another pretty soon.
Nice hit there. Clark setting. Right out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put it up anyways. Potentially set point, Hartland.
Potentially set
Yep.
point. We'll see. No swap makes me think maybe not, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Oh, yeah, and looks like it was, so congratulations to both sides. Some well-fought volleyball. Hey, at least it wasn't 17-25. Little
That
changing it
would
up.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. As the boys go to shake hands. And that will conclude the home games for the Harvey Lakers this season.
What
at
was
the
the
high
final
school
score
level.
there?
Final score was 15-8 in favor of the Huskies.
7 point.
Yep, 7 point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the
That's
same as
pretty close.
17-25.
Pretty close, yeah. Proportionally, you're right up there.
Every single game has been 7 points.
Yeah, yep.
So
Close. All right, well, congratulations to the Lakers, and I believe there will be a little award ceremony for the seniors. So we'll kind of stay tuned, and yeah, as coaches Bradford and Poirier getting the boys all in line, we'll keep filming this for you.
And then after that, I'm going to take some time to shout out to everyone who's helped with the streams, but that'll be after this ceremony. Let's see it. Well, thank you, our coaches there, those being Derek Bradford and Michelle Poirier for that awesome speech. Those are your 5 senior players, Bradford, Smith, Robichaux, Nicholson, and Colwell. I'd like to take this time to shout out everyone who's helped out with the streams, and there's a long list, and I'm going to try to say something about each of them, but we'll try. I'm going to start off with, I want to say, our most integral member when it comes to the student staff, and that being Ashton Little. He's been almost at every single stream, besides this one, and he's worked console on every single stream. He's one of the people who've innovated a lot of the streams. Cecilia Pauley, been one of my favorite persons to commentate with. She always has something fun to say and always makes commentating a lot of fun. Tim Neidert, our German exchange student, came out of nowhere and really made a big difference here in the school entirely, and especially for the broadcasting team. The broadcasting team would not be the same a year if it wasn't for him, that's for sure. Lucas Ashby-Cueta, the other exchange student from Spain, he's been an awesome cameraman. I'd say probably our star cameraman, and we've loved having him during the tournaments. David White, the lead runner of our streams, he's done a great job making sure that everyone shows up, and he's done almost, I want to say, every single stream pretty much, and this wouldn't be possible without him. And then there's Michael Fletcher, who's another great teacher staff that's helped out with the broadcasting team. Jay and Willow Gillett, they've been awesome at doing camera, scoreboard, and just being there for a really long time and doing a lot of streaming non-stop. Austin Jameson, another person who shows up to almost every single stream, working scoreboard, always here to help. And if no one's going to sign up, you know what, he will. Nolan Bongur, he's not done that much as he's been playing a lot, but he's definitely one of the... Came through when we needed him for the tournament 2 weekends ago now. And let's not forget about the Gregory brothers. Some of the best commentary you'll ever hear is from them when they're on a hot streak, especially Joe Gregory's commentary and Charlie Gregory. And last but not least, shout out to Delaney McElwain, who worked some games here and there, and she definitely is, I want to say, the #1 voice for the players when it comes to broadcasting, what they want to see and all that. And we will see you guys next year, probably with some new people, hopefully. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream tonight, and we will catch you guys basketball next year.